Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2. I'm Nye.
I'm Mako, and
We
we've
were
got
looking
research.
at research last time. So, we were trying to make a decision. We originally decided that we were going to go with the Perdition turrets because you just go with Perdition turrets. So the real question was if we wanted the double SCVs, so SCVs train twice as fast, which means that my economy gets up twice as fast. But keep in mind also that does mean I have to spend twice as much money for SCVs, so that's a thing. Alternatively, we could go with the automated refinery, which means that I no longer have to spend SCVs to go to the refinery. So I
I
go
personally,
just as fast with my setup, but I have 6 more SCVs floating around that I can use at all times.
personally, I'm in favor of the double SCVs because, like, refineries are refineries. You get your gas, big whoop, but SCVs are multi-purpose. Having more of those out faster seems better, like a better option to me.
I do agree with you. So we're going to go ahead and go with multiple SCVs. I can see the reasons that you would go to the refinery. However, with all that being said, we're actually not going to be going to the normal area. We're going back into the crystal.
I was going to say, the other thing I would have pointed out is we've already passed up one of the upgrades for the thing.
For the refinery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not really worth it.
Okay, so we need to go to an archive world. And stuff is going on here. Stuff. Launch.
All right,
Okay.
Zeratul, old buddy, you got your mysterious prophecy.
So we gotta go talk to the preservers. The preservers in this game are kind of Protoss scholars.
They're Protoss scholars really old in a lot of cases, because many of them have been put in suspended hibernation, whose sole purpose is to basically be walking libraries and library managers.
Pretty much.
Preservers,
So we're gonna go check that out, and then we're also going to learn some more Protoss builds. That's not anymore. We're gonna learn Protoss build order.
I needed to seek them out quickly.
So we get to do this stuff.
We actually get to play with the Protoss, despite the fact that we don't
That we don't play with the Protoss.
yeah.
Yep.
Hell, I've been trying to do the free prologue missions they give you, and God, it's not kind.
Yeah, Protoss are... I've always found that it'd be kind of weird. I always preferred to play as Protoss when I played Starcraft 1 because I like their style. But
I like the idea behind them, but sometimes it doesn't work nearly as well as you think it should.
yeah. Okay.
Strangely silent here. Yet these structures are intact.
And someone else was pointing out this is actually his ship is actually a piece of old technology. It cloaks things.
The last one in the universe. And apparently he just has probes, I guess.
Well, I was going to say I would have guessed that it's not so much he has Well, he can carry units. We already know that.
Yeah, it's just
But
weird.
I
He
just
just has
picture him.
probes.
I just picture him like shotgunning a bunch of little nodes at the ground and just micro warping them in.
So what's kind of cool about Protoss is that they can warp in their building, and they don't have to continue building it. They can just kind of walk off and do their thing. There is a downside to this, though, in that unlike SCVs, you can't stack Protoss units. Like, you can't stack probe something to make it come in faster. It's going to come in at its freaking speed, and that's about all you get out of it.
And it is possible to interrupt the warp in and just
The mighty
break it
spirits
easy.
of the preservers are imprisoned close by.
Okay.
We must find them.
So I'm going to be trying some strategies here that may or may not work. But first things first, we need a economy.
We need crystals.
I'm not worried about the crystals, actually. We
Vespene-
care more about
actually,
Vespene gas today,
I was gonna say the Protoss are actually pretty Vespene heavy,
for the most part.
heavier, and their good units are like they don't. I don't like zealots. I really don't like zealots as a unit.
That's a shame, you should.
In this place that we can make
They're
use of.
they're expensive. They need
Power
two
by the construction of a few well-placed piles.
two supply, and
And the other thing is their melee.
they're melee. They're useless against. They're melee and they're useless against like anything that's not infantry, basically. Like, yeah, you can technically swarm them, but it's hideously inefficient.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go that far. Zealots are pretty good at what they do. Just the thing is,
The preservers you seek
Hi,
serve
Stalker.
a higher power now, Dark One.
hey, look, it's almost as if I knew this was coming. Actually, I didn't. I completely forgot that was going to happen.
Higher power. What could have corrupted these Protoss?
So that was one of those stalkers, the same things that we were doing blinks
Something
with
foul
on the
has
previous
taken
mission.
hold of this sacred place.
Okay, so here's the deal. Protoss, unlike Terrans, they, oh, that's right, they changed that. That's right. Protoss have their supply built into the pylon that they make, the same things that I'm using to build energy right now.
Yeah, that's their other point of weakness. Is a lot of their buildings must be within pylon range.
And cutscene.
Oops, here we go.
Things are about to start happening. Hi. Can I help you? Just let me know about the bridge, but just let me know about this jackass.
Hybrids. Oy.
Zerg hybrid. Gods. An
Now this
abomination
is actually really important
created
too.
This atrocity.
Yep. This guy is actually the entire point of the, of this entire game, actually. But this guy's also the entire point of the Protoss section of Wings of Liberty. That guy right there.
Right. It bears mentioning that they make mention of this right up front in the Zerg campaign, and I think they covered this in the first game. What makes him such an abomination is that the Zerg like to eat species and get their genetic data and upgrade themselves. For some reason, this doesn't work with Protoss.
Except apparently it does. Now, the other cool thing about being a Protoss is that we're able to just build a unit, build a thing, and walk away. Hey, look, it's a dude.
A robotics facility.
And he's going to
This
come cause some
structure
problems for
may
me.
prove useful to us.
So we're going to need to be a little bit careful. And we're going to build the Protoss equivalent of a bunker. Photon cannons aren't quite as good as bunkers, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not really all. They're not fantastic, especially since they have to have the power requirement. But
Thanks, mighty one.
the problem with them is, so I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it. Well, their benefit is that they do regenerate. Like, they've got the shields, which regular bunkers don't have, but they can't be repaired. So, as long as they don't get too damaged, they're fine, but past a point, they become troubled.
And we're about to be a little bit troubled because of this hybrid.
Also, when your if your pylon goes down, anything powered by it immediately stops working.
Yep. Go away, please. Go away, please.
This works both ways, though.
Thank you. And that zealot got a little bit damaged, but that's fine. So yada yada yada, this jackass is using those guys that I have to save in order to power him, and we're not cool with that.
Preservers to survive. I must free them before it is
Okay, now what's
too late.
interesting about Protoss is their shield technology, because unlike humans, Protoss shields actually also contribute to building shields, because all your buildings have shields too. So upgrade your shields, and all of a sudden your buildings are a little more powerful, including, let's say, the photon cannons that I'm building. Okay. Okay, so you... So we're going to be building a couple of different things, and there's one specific thing I want, but I have to go get it, and I really don't feel like doing the work. So we're going to kind of see what happens. But there's one specific thing that I do want, and I have to go get it. And when I get it, we're going to do some kind of silly things, depending on if I can make the strategy work or not, because I'm not a particularly good or strong Starcraft, Starcraft player, but Protoss player is where I was going with that. Okay, that's fine. That didn't last at all. Okay, what's his name? The jackass is coming over in this direction. Okay, so you'll notice that I'm building some Immortals. What makes Immortals interesting and useful is that they have hardened armor, which means they reduce the damage that enemies deal to you as long as they have shields. So as long as your Immortal has shields, he becomes really good. And this is when Zealots become amazing.
Oh, right. There is one other thing that Protoss can do with pylons that actually does make them very good.
I can't do that yet.
You can't do that yet? You don't have that?
This I don't think I don't think I've learned that yet.
Okay, should I save it for later or just make mention about it then?
If you want to mention it.
Okay, we mentioned they warp stuff in. There is an ability you can get. You get it right out of the bat with the preview campaign. You'll notice that the thing that we warp in all our units from is a special kind of warping nexus. You have the option to basically turn it into a special kind of gate, or you get the option. The gate's power, or the gate's ability, basically lets you warp in units anywhere you have pylon coverage. So if you can find a way to get a pylon over elsewhere, you can immediately warp in units without having to deal with travel time.
Now you'll notice that my Zealots are kind of teleporting to my enemy, or to my targets. That's kind of how Zealots work. They teleport to targets, and then teleport back. Okay, we're gonna be... There we go! That's the sexiness that I want right now. So we're gonna return to base, so that way we can call in things that I want.
Join me, brothers, and we shall cleanse this place of evil.
Okay, so there's a thing that I can do and a thing that I'm not going to do. So the thing that people are going to want to ask me to do is you guys are probably going to want me to make Archons. It's not going to happen.
Clever.
So here's the cool thing. The unit that I'm running right now is invisible. Cannot be seen by any non-detector unit. Now, apparently this guy is a detector, apparently?
The hybrid? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's a cheaty McCheaty face.
He is. Absolutely a cheaty McCheaty face. So, he gets to see me even if, even if anything. But standard units can't do that. So as long as I can... Hi, you're going to come with me. As long as I can get rid of detectors, my invisible units can go in and do really silly things.
It's the same kind of crap we were pulling with Nova a little while ago.
So you'll notice how fast this thing's getting shredded by these Zealots. And here he comes again. So we're just gonna get rid of this base real quick. I don't think this base is actively sending out units, but
why risk it?
Yeah, pretty much. So I have reached my supply limit. I must now construct additional pylons. Let's go take this guy out real quick. And in case you're curious, this hybrid will just continue to spawn and continue to chase after me constantly. He never stops.
Going to make our life difficult.
Pretty much.
His whole point is that he's going to harry us for the entire thing. You forgot to send something to chart power up that one building in the bottom, far right there.
I know. I'm taking out the hybrid first before he does something stupid to my base. Because unfortunately, he has just enough health that he could do something stupid to my base.
Alright.
Like, even though I have all of these, like, guys here. Oh man, he just learned a new trick, apparently. something they get to do? No. Yes, yes, yes. You shall rise again. That's fantastic. Good for you. Okay.
I
you
wish
come
you
over
know
here.
I wish we had respawning units, but well, we won't get that for a long, long time.
Let's see. What do they want me to have over here? Oh, they want me to have one of those. Okay.
Yeah, they want you to repower up that building.
I know what that makes, and it's not important, so I really don't care.
Well, you got a little bit of research out of it, and I think you got a free unit, so.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I have free units. But, the units that I have now are kind of all that I need, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys.
Mm.
Is there... Can he come from down here? I don't think... Yeah, I think this is a dead end, right? Yeah, that's a dead end. Okay.
Oh god, he's on the move again.
Yep. He'll be doing that on the regular.
Our liberation is at hand. Ready yourself, noble warrior. We confront
So, High Templars, they do silly things. Okay, you dick.
They have powers, and I forget what they are.
There's a number of different things they do, but the most useful power from StarCraft 1 they don't have anymore.
Which one was that?
Because it was broken. The ability to cause hallucinogenic copies of creatures.
Ah.
It was a really broken ability because enemies had a hard time figuring out what the actual version was. So you could kind of just cause problems constantly, and the enemy couldn't stop you.
And but a phantom.
The computers in general either saw through it instantly or never saw through it.
I will comply.
Which was just kind of irritating for, you know, them. And you.
Okay, so you're just ruining the bases before you get started.
Well, all of these things that I'm killing right now are just, who am I being attacked by? This guy, okay. I want to stop all the extra attacks that they can do to me. Oh, hey, that's an Archon. Kill that. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Just gonna build a ton of units. And get my guys going. This is, I mean, this is if you need this, all of these, all this stuff that I'm getting. I don't need it. Yeah, let's let him do his teleport thing he's gonna do. There he goes. See how he does this lift thing that he just did to me? Forces me off the ground, prevents me from doing anything. It's irritating. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Enjoy my fleeting victory. Blah, blah, blah.
Yada yada yakety schmackety.
He really is annoying. I mean, it's just be irritating. You guys get down here. And that's kind of all the units I'm gonna need. I'm gonna be able to finish this mission in just a few moments.
Just realized it's drugs o'clock of the happy fun me not dying kind.
Nice. This mission might last a little bit longer because I have to fight through like a base. Pull back a little bit, so that way they come after me. Okay.
You've got to crush him, destroy his men. Something lamentations of women.
And I've got to do it while being attacked by multiple turrets. And down he goes. Okay.
Again.
Yep. Oh, hey, he's still alive. Okay, there he goes. Just take that down real quick. Take that down real quick. Take that down real quick. Okay, now the enemy base will go down. Now, this thing right here, that airbound unit that I've given myself no way to attack right now because I frankly don't care. That thing can warp in. It's kind of like a, it's a carrier, not a carrier. It's a dropship. I don't have access to those yet.
I return to serve. Our cannons.
Oh no, Mako, my existence will end this day.
All as one.
Hi, how's it going, buddy? Let's talk about my existence ending and the fact that you are doing negligible damage to any ally I have.
So he really isn't getting the hang of that, is he?
Nope. Well, the other thing is I also have a special ability I get to use that, you know, I haven't been using because I'm a lazy bastard who hates doing things that make me win. The ability in question is an ability called Feedback. Feedback says that I eat all energy a target has, and it deals damage to them based on how much energy I eat. He's a very high energy target. So if I press the feedback button, he dies.
I am the blade of Shakur.
That's kind of how that works.
I am intrigued.
Like, like grabbing his hand and sticking in his proverbial.
Yep, he's gonna die. The mission's gonna end right now. Doesn't matter. And mission's over. I win. Die, please.
Oh, we get 6 Protoss research out of that. Hell, I'll take it.
I think it's 3 and 3, actually.
Oh, that's what I said. 6.
Oh, well, yeah, it's not 6 Protoss, though. It's 3 Protoss, 3 Zerg. I think all of these give 3 Protoss for 3 Zerg. Okay, so they're going to show me what the hell's going on with this prophecy. So,
The
stuff.
cycle shall draw to its end. The Zelnaga who forged the stars will transcend their creation.
Oh no, this sounds bad.
Yet the fallen one shall remain.
The who what now?
Destined
Oh no,
to
things have
cover
blown
the
up.
void in shadow. It begins with the great hunger.
That sounds like Zerg.
It ends in utter dark.
Hey, I see stars. That's not dark. Okay, now tell me what it means.
A great hungerer. Could it refer to the Zerg?
I love the weird
overmind?
holographic crap going on
It
above
has
that,
a
like,
part
data
to
bank over there.
play in this prophecy. I must seek
Okay.
out the Overmind's final resting place.
Ayer's not really hospitable to
Higher.
Ayer's not hospitable to anything now. Okay, so that's the mission. Achievements are pretty easy. Beat the mission, kill all Protoss, which I already did, and beat it in less than 25 minutes on hard, which, I don't know, that seems doable. I actually kind of goofed off a little bit. He attacked me. Apparently, he attacked me 9 times. You'd think after the first time, he would have realized it wasn't working.
You'd think, but clearly he wasn't learning, so...
And then back at the Hyperion Cantina, where apparently Raynor's seen some shit and needs a drink. Oh, hey! New research projects. And, do we need to talk to anybody? Like, yeah, I know research control, but Horner's got something to say. Okay, guys, well, when I catch you guys next time, we'll be talking to some people about some stuff. We'll see you soon.